Now, the quality of local rice grains and brands in Ghana has been the bane of production upscale to meet the heavy demand of the commodity on the market. The country imports more than 60% of rice to meet local demand, as many local rice producers struggle to access the market despite the growing demand for rice. The United Nations International Development Organization, UNIDO, with this objective to improve the local rice industry and enhance food security, is equipping actors in the rice value chain with requisite post-harvest standard techniques. Here's more in this report.
Rice is the second most important staple food after maize in Ghana, but only a third of rice consumed is produced locally. Between $300 million and $500 million worth of rice are imported into the country each year. While Guinean production increased by over 12% within the last decade, consumption surged by 25%, resulting in continued dependency on imported rice.
Most of Ghanaians use the foreign rice. They like the foreign rice. Sometimes we go and give them the sample. They will cook it. Oh, it's very nice. But they have the perception that when we are coming, they brought them the good one. But I assume if the demand for more will be bringing them maybe the bad one. Demand for our local rice is very, 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 very low. The demand for our local rice is very. As I'm speaking to, come to my warehouse, there's a chunk of paddy rice we are having over there. A lot of chunk. It can be there 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, sometimes even more than a year.
While the country aims at increasing local rice production, quality of the commodity is a concern to many of the local consumers. The United Nations Industrial Development Organization, realizing the existing need, is equipping actors along the rice value chain with the requisite skills and technology support. The project, dubbed Improving the Technology and Quality Control System for Higher Value Addition in the Post-Harvest Processes of Rice Value Chain, is in collaboration with the governments of Ghana and Japan. David Dakon is Capacity Building Coordinator at UNIDO.
The program is meant for very resourceful and dynamic agricultural officers and selected value chain actors who have so many years' experience in training value chain actors. So the idea is that after the training, they are going to do cascade training or retrain their colleagues and also other actors so that we'll be able to, one, increase the quantity of rice, not just the quantity, but also the quality, so that we'll be able to, in a way, close the demand gap of rice.
In the Ashanti region, 60 agricultural officers and selected value chain actors in Bekwai and Ahafuano North District were taken through post-harvest processes for high-grade rice qualities by the Ghana Standards Authority. Dr. Rosalind Amoa is the Chief Scientific Officer of the Food and Beverages Lab of GSA.
Every food has its own standard. So the standard for milled rice and for paddy rice, we are going to teach them the specification. So what's the moisture content? What are the various characteristics of the rice that you should look out for even if you are purchasing? Then we are going to look at a very important factor, grading of the rice grain. What is grading of the rice grain? That is sorting the rice grains into various parameters or various characteristics, which in the end is going to tell you whether this rice is of good quality, whether it is of grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4.
Some participants share the benefits gained from the workshop.
To get the quality rice out there, it has to start with a quality seed being put into the soil. And that is key. And it says that every step in the rice production is very important. That is why they are in also not just on the training, they're also providing equipment for the millers.
We have a lot of rice farmers and millers here, so we'll take this training to them for them to be able to benefit from this. It has really equipped us and increased our knowledge in the quality rice. And we know with time, if you are able to produce this quality rice, importation of rice will reduce, and then farmers' pockets will also increase.
You know, it's good for us to get into standards, to know standards. So if you are producing, you know, this is the standard nationally and internationally, so that you produce towards it. So I think the capacity building is in the right direction.
For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Branch Kweku.